And welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Where we last left off, we had gone to invade the headmaster's office, and that was when Genocide Jill made an appearance, or like switched over from Toko and let us know that they had found a corpse. So now it's basically investigation time. We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. Cat, you good? Fuck off. There is no space for you to up here. Go. You have literally everywhere else to lay in this house, not on my desk. But why? How do they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing, all signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. Huh? How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay then. Let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't. By the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. And in the next instant, boom! Cue. I would just love that fucking screenshot. Just like that shot. She just sent flying. There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up. It blew up. Blah, 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 blah. My vision started to darken and I prepared to pass out, but then, hurry up, put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. So I pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. I like to do the thumbnail tests. That's why I tend to grab so many. I've got like fucking cat fur all over my mic. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. Just burning. I expected like burning flesh at the end there. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? It exploded? I had a bad feeling. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body, it's burnt to a crisp, but that's beyond well done, man. Fuck. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that body's charred, I have no idea. I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh? If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? Then that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down, it didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person. The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way the mastermind got char-boiled. Get serious. I mean, true. I will give him that. It is very true. But what if for a second you just, I don't know, shut up? I agree, normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? No, he's got a point. But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Makuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was Mukuro Ikusaba.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I am right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female that would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? I mean, yes it does. But it also sounds very, what's the word I'm looking for? Egotistical, that's right.
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Makuro. And she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
What? Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Nope. Oh, she survived. Oh, good. Oh, she survived. Goddamn, Byakuya, are you not a mood? Correct answer. He is a mood. Huh? What just happened?
Stop.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhaled. It. That's enough for me to live. No.
What the heck?
Scientifically speaking, it is not enough for her to live. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. So, I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Facts. Ooh, hi. Ooh, that's more important. Hold on, there's something on the ground here. There's something next to the body. It's a key. Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So,
Stole this. The key. Looking at it, I can tell it wasn't just any key. Shaped like Monokuma, it was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. No shit! Then this key is...
What?
What is it? What did you find? There. What is it? Did you find something? Yes. Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. It's a key. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
The key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in
the
other
biolab, the data center, and the headmaster's room. The dorm room's on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. So... try the biolab first, because why not? The biolab was definitely locked before. Let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key, I found it in the garden into the keyhole. The key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Sweet. I didn't know there were dorm rooms on the second floor. Did I completely miss that? Okay. The headmaster's room's not here. Down the stairs I go. Oh, it feels so good to be back in this game. I've been very slack on recording it. Headmaster's room. The headmaster's room was locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. I went to insert the key. They won't go in. I guess that means the key doesn't go to this door either. Okay. So what did... Oh, good lord. Biolab, the data center, and the headmaster's room. Data center. Music. We've already been there. Data lab? The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. Click. Okay. It fits. I kind of skipped over it. And this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I had to go. Okay. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now. Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? Suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Should we not be investigating the body? Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? Means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Absolutely. Have you not met Byakuya in the last fucking... What episode is this? 20? Yes, I am legitimately looking. 15. Where have you been for the last 15 episodes, Makoto? Clearly not with us. Data lab. Let's go. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my head. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. I don't pray, but okay. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Oh my god, that looks fucking awesome already. Okay. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is... It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back to this room, and they're displayed here on the on these monitors. I don't know, I feel like that would make a good thumbnail.
so that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us. Then this room is
It's all clear.
the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. Because that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Was is the key word there. Watching us. Watching you. Then I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mikuru Ikusaba. She was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead, like really, really dead. It would seem so. Serious? Too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Please don't. The Mastermind is dead. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. Who was it? Who was it that? But if the mastermind really is dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. I gotta cut out that crack. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered. Well, why is it got to be that way? I mean, who could have done it? Or even done it? It's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and the identity of the mastermind. Now, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Computer first, I think. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. Hey! Alter Ego would resent that. Ooh, Discord. Not important to me. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything, just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. You may very well be right about that. There's no point in thinking about it now. I missed this part entirely when I've watched the game. I've never seen this part. You're right. Ooh, TV. TV. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh. Hey look, next to that, TV. Next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Of course she's the only one paying attention. Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Are you not? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Alright, he can go do his thing. Another monitor. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this, huh? Look at Master go, it's like a feast for the eyes. How much is monthly membership? Yeah, no thanks. This door's kind of creepy, it's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? We'll give it a try just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. And worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. I wouldn't. I would still be very concerned. I'd be piss bolting out of here as soon as I fucking can. Oh. What's wrong? Good news for good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they're sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? I don't know, this chapter's getting a lot of like good thumbnails in my opinion. Huh? That's weird. Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird, hmm? You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird. Yeah, he is. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give it a try. Here I went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. Oh, fucking Christ. Monokuma jump scare, apparently. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually,
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What? What?
what?
There we are. Been a while. Oh, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma. How are you supposed to be dead? Me dead? Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
of course.
Of course, I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. It is true. Ask Pokemon. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. What the fuck? What even? It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your face right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your part so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going? No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all that bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Facts. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Whew, I'm puked from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point. You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind,
Heck?
but I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming from the antenna. Huh? But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. That's right, this is being broadcast. Like, wide. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. The killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that. All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airways is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
Heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind, like a boat tossing in the ocean. My mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair, like they'd never seen it before. Okay, for as much shit as we give Monokuma and the Mastermind, kinda fucking cool to have done that, in my opinion. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
I am currently sitting on the microphone cable. Oh, it is like... Nope. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did, Cat? Why are you so obsessed with my desk at the moment? What if they already did? Huh.
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think it's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's the secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh, there's a little business of...
A body
Yeah.
has been discovered.
It was going to be one of two things. It was going to be the time is up announcement, or it was going to be the body discovery announcement.
For a certain amount of time, which you may use however you...
We've heard this a few times now. Huh? Class trial? Do you mean...
It's
I'll leave the
the
next
file.
Kuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And he's gone. I wonder if I made my mic too loud, but we'll see. I'll watch the episode back. I'm still gonna upload it, but I'll do a little bit more adjusting. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth really hopelessly out to reach. All we were left with was despair. Because I was watching back one of my streams and like I can fix my mic in post, but I can't do it during a live. Well, I can, but it's gonna be a little bit more finicky. So I want to get it right. So when I jump over to Twitch like I have been, so be sure to subscribe here and go check that out. I keep forgetting to put the link in the description, so I'm gonna try and remember doing it this time. I'll get that set up next year, like over the course of this month, and then jump in pretty much 1st of January next year. Or well, 2nd, but who's counting? 1st for America, 2nd for me. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that, at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mikuru Ukusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. That's not enough evidence, my friend. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mikuru Ukusaba, isn't dead. Oh, you're fucking me. Is my child awake? So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. Can't even know who she really is. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. Actually, it's not, if what I remember of this game is true. So I remember again, as I've said it all throughout the series, I remember most of the trials. I remember who the victim is. But I also don't remember like how to get to this point, especially this one, because I haven't gotten to this far. I never finished watching Jay from the Cub Scouts play it. I never finished the game prior to this, so this is actually getting really, really close, and I'm really stoked about that. as I've said, there's like 4 games, 5 if you count like the extra, but it's not the point. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that must mean the killer. Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying. No. But you just said I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Investigation. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. I was going to do that anyway. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Bullshit. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Phone, stop fucking vibrating. Oh, Puff is alive. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko, or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. So the nails is what got me all interested. Kind of big giveaway if you pay attention. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Monokuma File 5 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I still really love the greenhouse, or the garden. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Rely on Kyoko. I'm going to check the shed first. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Can I pick up the tarp? The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. There's tools, yeah. I'm gonna leave the tool shed because I don't think I need to be in here any longer. Knife. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean that this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this... It is. Oh, that's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. I can't read. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and maybe then if this really is Kyoko, would it mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me? But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene. Yes. Just over half an hour and we're finally at the investigation, which I expected to start pretty much immediately. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Oh, I already know it's not. There, see? Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. I've heard they do. Fake nails have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's more. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. Water is not wet. I believe it is, personally, but there's nothing strange about it. That right? Can I check the... Okay. Okay. Okay, that's new. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis. Okay. Yes, I'm going to step away from the dead body. Chicken coop. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, it was precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? I count 4. There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there was definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens. What else would you have in a chicken coop? It's 11 o'clock right now, okay? And, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual. I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. It does not take half an hour to do that. I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had been right around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job, but a job nonetheless. And the body was found, has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Okay, Toko. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Fair. Completely fair enough. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Yakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting it all over get all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I don't remember how it looked. Okay. Does that help me though? Well, it does. Well, having talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So thank you too. see, the thing that sticks out to me is the fact that there was no blood on the body, or like around it. It looks like fragments of something. What the fuck? They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like that, like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body have been added to truth bullets. Okay. This is dependent on the controls of sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 and cannot be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? And if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which means the murder must have taken place. Okay, it must have taken place after 7:30, after the sprinklers turned off. Yeah, thank you for your wondrous help. Okay, fucking be a dickhead. Good morning, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Okay, what do you want to talk about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Yeah, that's fair. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Harry's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here. So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only person who doesn't have alibis is me and Kyoko. If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. Well, that's the best you're gonna get, my dude. I know. So what now? You seem to be at a So what now? You seem to be quite the... So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, the knife that you were looking after was also the murder weapon. I think I've checked everything I need in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically, the fragment I found before, there's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true. Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? Maybe. If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options.
Just give
Give
up.
me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if you'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Don't be a dick. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go to you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Oh! I don't think it's the right area, but I think I know exactly where he's talking about, the secret area. So this is floor 4. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go all the way down to fucking floor 2. Art. Yeah. This place is like a giant maze. Bathrooms. It's a male bathroom, isn't it? Okay, so am I just fucking stupid? Okay. So I do still need to keep going down if I recall correctly. Well, I'm looking at IGN's walkthrough, but here, Gaim. Nakuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Oh shit! I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? Yeah. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments that There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, it's been updated. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask for Yakuya. Alright. Ooh. There's 2 more and I may dick around with the school mode just for shits and gigs. Okay. So I'm gonna map 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Just so I should have just done that to begin with. You think you can go soon, Byakuya? You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well, damn. Ugh. Kyoko. I can't unlock it myself. I need to ask Byakuya. I don't want to ask him. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then click. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Bye, Byakuya. Fair enough. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at whose really traditional public bathhouse use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know, I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. Yeah, no, he's fucking bordering on royalty at this point.
It's certainly
But if it
possible.
is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really what? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Fair enough.
Such
Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. What more is that, bathroom? It's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Yeah, no, that's fair. Here's a bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. What the fuck am I looking for, my dude?
what?
Ah. You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
Can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have nothing more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Huh, what is this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? Something, but could something be hidden under these bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as soon as I lifted up the sheets, what's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry, Makuro Usaba.
I see.
It appears to be Makuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blank. That's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and look down at the profile sheet. Name, Makuro Ikusaba. You good cat? Sex female, the ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information. She was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. That's kind of fucking badass in my opinion. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? Oh shit, he does. He'd have to.
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it.
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. What? Ah, it's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Please don't. Oh, you found her profile. So what if we did? Don't freak out on me, I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know. I didn't know that, actually. A rule violation is really so unforgivable. You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organisation and order. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Absolutely I would, Monokuma. Please, sir, please do tell me. Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that. When you all first got together in the main hall, way back when, there were 15 people there, right? I think the first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying? That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, like the one they call Watch Out for Her.
The 16th student, Mikuri Ikusaba, she's part of their school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh well, because no one would ever believe you. Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. I'm pretty sure the ratings are fucking zero, knowing what I remember about this game. And since you've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Makes sense? Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I don't get comments very often. Speaking of which, I'll take this time to make a segue. Do subscribe and like and comment and all that fun shit. It shows me that you're interested. And once again, do check out the Twitch link in the description. My model is also down in the description if you want to use that, because I paid $7 Australian for it and I fucking love him. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Make sense? Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kiriguri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously? You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Bye, Monokuma. Monokuma's account has been added. Okay. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand. Makoto's focusing on the wrong aspects. Oh, he's not wrong, but still. Like, Monokuma is just trying to mislead, and I completely understand that, but he's also said he'd remain completely impartial. But in the same breath, he's putting focus on the gloves because the body has no gloves and we don't know what's on Kyoko's hand, so it's still trying to like push the Kyoko narrative. The tattoo. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. A tattoo could be technically classified as a scar. It's body modification and or scarification, technically speaking. Which means those fake nails on the corpse. There we go. Are you thinking about Kyoko? Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap? God must have really hated you to make you so dull. I feel that. I gotta use it at one point. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student here. Obviously Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Makuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Oh, I overlooked that. Oh, I didn't even consider that. Makuro is related to the case? Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Makuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began, but based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Makuro Ukasaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Makuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But what if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
In other words,
Makuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold to say the least. That makes more sense than to assume that Makuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Makuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key to the dojo, if that key and the dojo are really connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Six. Oh, there's a big difference. There are wooden lockers here. You use wood block keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go in one of those lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
It's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it, okay? Stop barking orders, you fucking prick. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. I plead the fifth. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Hey, now. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows, why? Oh, there's something else in the locker. So what a ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain? A blood stain on the carpet. If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow. But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer right now. Something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? That you're still alive? Yes, all the time, and have done since episode 2. Wait, when was the first class trial? Once again, checking my math. I want playlist. Yeah, pretty much since episode 4. I feel like I've got that all sorts of messed around. I'm going to try and fix that later. It's very odd, don't you think? That you're still alive, yes. The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case, but how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps, Byakuya, forget it, Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Huh? What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Makuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
When you have so much time before the trial begins, let's hurry. How do we always get paired up with fucking Byakuya? I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf at the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly retrieved the file in hand. Okay. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Because it's French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. I'm not paying you for reading French. 100 times, isn't that kind of extreme? Yes. Fenrir is an elite unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Makes sense. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. Yeah, that makes sense. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable and unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't a word I would use. And you're not old enough to hear the words I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Big puppy. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean Mikuru Ikusaba's profile has been added to the True Blood? And I'm not ready. I am 100% ready, but...
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Thank you for that little haiku moment.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. The red door. I think it's the final time we have to go to the red door, actually. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't think so, actually. Well, shit. Anyway, with that being said, as always, as I've said a few times now, subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun shit. Check out the Twitch, even though it's not done up pretty yet, but I will get to that during the month. Just give me a little bit of following over there. If you make it this far, maybe do that. If you like my videos, you may like my streams, which will, yeah, we all know what streams are like. Anyway, with that being said, as always, in the left-hand side, let me try that again. In the left-hand side, a video that YouTube has recommended for you will be there, and on the right-hand side, over my little model or around that area, will be my profile picture. Subscribe there, because this channel will not be forgotten. But if you want to see the videos being made live, maybe go over there. Maybe go over to Twitch if you want to still watch the however long streams that I make over on Twitch. They will be uploaded here a week after. Gives me a little bit of a backlog to work with. Anyway, I will see everybody in the next video or stream that I do. See yous.